Welcome to Investors Trading Academy Weekly Market Focus for the week of June 2nd. Upcoming events. In the days ahead, traders should focus on the following events that should keep markets volatile. The US will keep some key data releases this week, including non-farm payrolls and the Federal Reserve's Beige Book. In China, manufacturing data will be closely watched. The two big events for the week will be the US payroll data and the ECB rate decision on Thursday. On Friday, weekly jobless claims are expected. The May non-farm payrolls numbers are expected to fall to 217,000, while the unemployment rate is tipped to edge up to 6.4%. Earlier in the week, traders will focus on these events. Sunday in China, the official Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index for May is tipped to rise to 50.7. On Tuesday in the US, the May ISM Manufacturing Survey and the Market Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index are due, while April construction spending is tipped to lift 0.5%. In China, official non-manufacturing is expected, while HSBC's manufacturing read is also due. Thursday, after the ECB rate decision and press conference, the Federal Reserve will release its Beige Book. The April trade deficit is tipped to widen $41 billion, while market services PMI is scheduled. Weekly mortgage applications and jobs numbers are also due. In China, HSBC's May services PMI will be published. In the equities markets, Wall Street ended the week with gains as the S&P 500 eked out a new high Friday and stocks pared their earlier losses. The S&P climbed 0.2% and the Dow Industrials 0.1%. The Nasdaq finished with a 0.1 loss. Volume was higher on the NYSE and lower on the Nasdaq in the stock market today, according to preliminary data. Retailers and meat processors were among the biggest gainers, while solar and software stocks fell, weighing in on the Nasdaq. European exchanges finished mostly lower, with shares of BNP Paribas off by more than 2%. The Wall Street Journal reported that U.S. authorities were pushing the bank to pay more than $10 billion to settle a criminal probe of alleged sanctions violations. In the currency space, the dollar eased against major currencies as traders cleaned up their books at month's end and awaited the potentially market-moving ECB meeting this week. The euro rose to 0.24% to $1.3633. The European Central Bank has already signaled that it was comfortable with easing monetary conditions, hinting at a possible interest rate cut and more when it meets Thursday. The yen was flat on the dollar but lower against the euro. Data showed that the Japanese economy stumbled in April following the sales tax hike, and the International Monetary Fund warned that aggressive monetary easing may need to be maintained for an extended period. In metals energy, crude oil fell as traders took profits at the end of the month, but remained underpinned by supply worries and strong gasoline demand in the United States, the world's top oil consumer. Brent also slid. Brent crude ended down 56 cents at 109.41 a barrel. U.S. crude oil settled at 102.71. Gold fell 0.9% to end at $12.46 on the COMEX division of the New York Mercantile Exchange, logging a fifth straight session loss. Gold prices saw their lowest settlement since 31 January. In other metals, July silver surrendered 1.8% to close 18.68 an ounce today.